score. It's Sam Capel. The right shot. Score! Wager now to Nevers. Who scores? Jackson Nevers. The bottom of top and show. Brink. Far side. Score! Second of the night for Finn Brink. The high front. Now Cowan. Backdoor feed. And the Capitals score. It's Aiden Long. Now Ewan back the other way for the Capitals. On a breakaway. He scored! For the Capitals. Jameson into the slot. Scored! Scored! 9-2 Caps lead.
And now, let's send it out to the arena with the voice of the Capitals, Drew Steele.
Good evening, Caps fans, and welcome into I'm On Arena here in Dubuque, Iowa, for tonight's USHL matchup between your Madison Capitals and the home Dubuque Fighting Saints. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal, and we're glad to have you here on the Capitals Broadcast Network, powered by our friends at Marian University. Marian University is where your career starts with exceptional faculty, lifelong learning, and an engaging, supportive environment. Marian offers a chance to explore your dreams and uncover new interests. Begin your Marian adventure today and connect to a future full of possibilities. Visit marianuniversity.edu to learn more. Coming up in pregame, we'll talk with the associate head coach and assistant general manager of your Madison Capitals, Tom Gilbert. We'll take a look around the USHL for scores and everything in between as Madison in Game 2. Game 1's going on elsewhere here in the USHL's Eastern Conference, as well as in the Western Conference. Both series there in their second game, as Game 1 went Madison's way last night. No scoring in the first two periods. Finn Brink got the scoring started just about 2 minutes into the second. Free for a moment before Brink drops back. Stout up ahead for Lee. Lee into the offensive zone, plays in the middle. Brink shot, scored! Finn Brink gets the Capitals on the board first in this one. 18-12 to go here in period number 3. 1-0 the score. Nice play. Brink from Lee and Stout put Madison up first. Brink from Lee and Stout. It was Brink's first postseason goal at the 148 mark of period number 3. Lee and Stout. Stout's first postseason assist on the goal as well. That would be the score for the majority of the third period. That was until Mason Moe found the empty net for his fourth of the playoffs. Plays up the wall, Giuliani, poked off his stick. Brink takes a hack at it, comes out to neutral ice. Lee over to Moe, Moe with the shot, and he scores! Mason Moe makes it 2-0 Capitals. Like I mentioned, the fourth of the playoffs for Mason Moe, tied for the league lead in playoff goals with Brendan McMorrow of Waterloo. They're already underway out there in the Western Conference. Lee and Brink with the assist on the first empty net goal. Sam Capel found his third of the playoffs with 13 seconds left to go in period number 3 to make it 3-0 Caps. It's a Saints player along the way. Capel's shot at goal, scored! Sam Capel makes it 3-0 Capitals. Eulenkamp with the assist on that goal from Sam Capel. 2 empty netters and 1 from Finn Brink. Capitals skated home with a 3-0 victory, outshooting Dubuque 29-23 last night. Caleb Heil, a perfect 23 for 23 in goal last night. Heil gets the Capitals' first ever postseason shutout in the victory. As a nice night for Caleb Heil, no doubt about it. And that's what the Capitals skate on to here today. The Capitals look to improve to 2-0 and make Game 3 at home a closeout game. Home ice advantage now in Madison's favor. Obviously a win one on the road. At that point, there's 2 games left at home, 2 games left on the road, but Madison only needs 2, so you could close out at home even if you fall here tonight if you're the Capitals. We're about 20 minutes away from puck drop here in Dubuque. We'll send it to break. When we come back, we'll have your out-of-town scoreboard, your starting lineups, and so much more, all leading up to puck drop. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal between your Madison Capitals and the Dubuque Fighting Saints right here on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Back here on the pregame show as we lead up to Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal between the Dubuque Fighting Saints and your Madison Capitals here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Elsewhere in the USHL last night, 4-2, Waterloo took down Sioux Falls in Game 1 of their series as they're underway already tonight. 3-2, Lincoln over Sioux City. So Lincoln and Waterloo jump out to 1-0 leads in their respective series. And tonight, both those games underway. Lincoln out in front 1-0 over Sioux City. Sioux Falls, though, out in front 2-0 at the end of period number 1 over Waterloo as they look to even the series. Game 1 of the other Eastern Conference semifinal between Muskegon and Youngstown already underway, in a 5-0 lead for Muskegon, the 4 seed over the 1 seed at the moment. Late in period number 2 there at the Cavelli Center. Winner of this series faces the winner of that series as Muskegon looking ever so powerful early on in their series against their rival, the Youngstown Phantoms. Let's take a look at tonight's medical report brought to you by our friends at Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin. The physicians at Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin have been treating patients throughout Madison and surrounding regions for over 2 decades. Comprehensive orthopedic experts with customized treatment plans. Call or schedule online today. Out of the lineup tonight due to injury for the Capitals. Same group out of the lineup, so it's still Lunsky, McDonald, and Shirey out of the lineup due to injury. Gertis and Waterfield join them as healthy scratches for the Fighting Saints. Out of the lineup, Spoonar, Nick Desiderio, Torkel Jenner, Gavin Locke, and Xavier Lieb. Let's take a look at tonight's lineup. Tonight's lineup will start with the home Dubuque Fighting Saints. Heike Ruohonen centers Michael Barron and Josh Giuliani on line 1. Spicer centers Van Vliet and Dennis on line 2. Cornforth centers Morello and Frank on the 3rd line, and Charlie Aaron centers Melvin Ekman and Teddy Merrill on line number 4. On the back end, it's Matthew Desiderio and Josh Niedermeyer on pair 1. Kostinadinsky and Barnhill on line 2. Mackey and Engel make up the 3rd pair of defense for the Fighting Saints, and Dryden Allen and Luke Malbuff serve as the extra defenseman tonight for Dubuque. Liam Bierman gets the start and goal once again for the Fighting Saints. Same lineup for the Saints, same lineup for the Capitals tonight as well. Mason Moe centers Sven Brink and Riker Lee on line 1. Capel centering Long and Eulenkamp on line 2. Barabanov centers Diego Johnson and Jackson Nevers on the 3rd line. And Ian Scherzer centers Max Ryder and Bobby Cowan on the 4th line. Brendan Ty is the extra forward tonight for Madison. On the back end, it's Stout and Moline on pair 1. Michaud and Coasia on pair 2. Jameson and Brooks on the 3rd pair, and Ronan Buckberger is the extra defenseman tonight for Madison. Caleb Heil gets the start in goal. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups presented by our friends at Bergstrom Automotive. Bergstrom Automotive is Wisconsin's largest automotive marketplace with upfront pricing on new and used cars for sale. Stop by one of Bergstrom's locations throughout the state to explore the new, used, and certified pre-owned vehicles for sale. Starting for the Saints tonight, Charlie Aaron centering Melvin Ekman and Teddy Merrill. On the back end, it's Christian Kostin-Nadinsky and Sean Barnhill. Liam Bierman gets his starting goal once again. 0-1 in the playoffs at .963 save percentage last night, though, in a 102 goals against average on the regular season. 23 games played, 16, 2-1 and 2, a 913 save percentage, and a 278 goals against average to his name. On the other side for Madison, it's the second line of Long, Capel, and Eulenkamp left to right across the ice. Stoughton Moline joined him on the back end, and Caleb Heil in goal. The shutout last night, 3-0 in the playoffs, a 2 even goals against average, and a 925 save percentage in the postseason. In the regular season was 25-10, 3-1 on the year with a 285 goals against average and an 896 save percentage. The Fighting Saints are led by head coach Evan Dixon in his first season, his 6th overall with the organization. Capitals are led by head coach and general manager Andy Brandt, assisted by associate head coach and assistant GM Tom Gilbert, assistant coach Dominic Zombo, and goaltending coach Shane Connolly. We'll talk with Tom Gilbert coming up after this. It's Capitals hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network, all leading up to puck drop of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey, Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at NADCaps Hockey today. That's at NADCaps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
We're joined by the associate head coach and assistant general manager of your Madison Capitals, Tom Gilbert. Coach, last night, Game 1, a 3-0 victory for your team. What did you see out of the Caps in Game 1?
I thought it was, overall the game, it was a very tight game, very even game. For us, we had a really good start. We talked about that being a big emphasis of how we wanted to come out of the gates. We wanted to have our game the way that we play right away off the puck drop, and we did a really good job of that.
Caleb Heil stops all 23 shots sent his way in game one. What'd you think of your netminder? Obviously, you can't ask for much more. I think as a whole, the defensive core, they did great as well.
Defensively, we talked about it. When it comes to playoffs, it's sacrifice. Everyone's got to step up in some way, whether it's finishing a check, whether it's back checking, blocking a shot, defending hard. And we did a really good job of that. And obviously, in moments where we needed a big save, Caleb has done a great job all year long. Came up in those big moments. So it was a great team effort in general.
You talk about the playoffs, your guys need to be the guys last night. The goal early on in that third, Finn Brink set up by Riker Lee, John Stout in on the goal as well. What'd you see from your perspective on the bench on both the Riker feed to Brink and then also the Brink finish?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. That line's been doing awesome for us. They have a lot of compliments for each other. And again, it was a simple puck moving play. Like again, the game was really tight. Hard pass across ice to Riker Lee. Very great individual pass to Finn Brink, and an excellent finish by him.
Game 2 tonight, we've talked about it all year. That team that loses on the first night of a back-to-back always going to come out a little bit harder in that game 2. Had to get yelled at, I'm sure. Not maybe yelled at, but they know what they did wrong in game 1. They're going to come out hot tonight. How do you slow them down and take a 2-0 lead in the series?
It just comes back to us. We don't control what they do. We control what we do. And for us, again, it's staying in that playoff mentality of that game is done, right? Now we go back, even series, like what can we do to get our game right off the hop, right off that puck drop, just to get to our game as fast as we possibly can.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Game number 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to take place here momentarily between your Madison Capitals and the home squad, the Dubuque Fighting Saints. The Capitals will travel right to left across your radio dial and Flow Hockey screens here in period number 1, wearing their Navy tops, backstop by Caleb Heil. Left to right will go the Dubuque Fighting Saints, wearing their traditional home whites. Left to right with the horizontal silver stripe, backstop by Liam Bierman. Our officials ready to go as the puck down, and we're underway here in Dubuque for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal. Officials for tonight's contest is assigned by the United States Hockey League, Daniel Fagan and Cameron Giancarlo. No icing as it's beat to it in the offensive zone by Ekman. Plays up the near side wall The lines will be judged this evening by TJ Lyle and Robert Taylor. Up the near side, played down in deep. Ekman hustles after it. Same starters for both teams tonight as last night. Madison, of course, taking game one by a score of 3-0. Near side, it's Aiden Long on it, down into the corner. Gavin Eulenkamp spins it around the wall for Jet Coasia. The defenseman plays down low, a bit too far in front of Long. Near side, Mason Moe, fresh off the bench, has 4 goals on the postseason already. Played to the middle, but it's taken over by the Saints, and it's played out to neutral ice. Coasia back into the offensive zone. Far side for Lee. The leading scorer for the Capitals with 4 points in the playoffs. Up against the wall, Kostadinsky plays right to the stick, though, of Mason Moe down low. Moe tips back down into the corner, and that's where Kostadinsky can play over to the near side for Barnhill. The Saints will try to clear up the near side wall. They're unable to. Lee holds it at the line. Near side for Moe. Moe takes it towards the goal. Rather, that's Brink out front. Lee, shot, scored! Riker Lee, a minute 13 into period number 1, gives Madison the 1-0 lead. Just to start Madison once here in a game 2 after taking the 1-0 lead in the series last night. Riker Lee in the top line strike first here this evening. Minute 13, Lee picks up his second goal of the postseason, and Madison scores first in this one. Nice play set up by Brink. Lee out front. Time and space, not what you want to see if you're the Fighting Saints. One of the top goal scorers in the USHL in a situation where he's able to put the puck in the back of the net. He does just that as Nevers plays down in deep for the Capitals. Up that far side, it's Van Vliet breaking out for the Saints through neutral. On it for Spicer. Spicer has it poked off his stick, but he gets it back. Spicer plays down into the corner, taken over there by John Stout. And out to neutral ice come the Capitals towards their offensive zone. It's Nevers playing down in deep. Bierman on the far side plays off the window. A nice job by the Saints to get it out to neutral. Into the offensive zone, Van Vliet to the middle, now Spicer. Niedermeyer near side, Dennis, shot blockered away by Caleb Heil. Johnson plays up the wall for Spicer as the goal announced here in the arena. Moe and Brink announced with the assists as Dennis spins off of his stick check down the wall now for Desiderio. Van Vliet beneath the goal line for the Saints, plays out front, a chance, swallowed up by Heil, who holds for a whistle. 17:51 to go in the first. Two teams getting resituated with one another after last night's close contest. The score 3-0. Yes, Madison coming away victorious in that one. But at the end of the day, it was a 1-0 hockey game down the stretch. And really, it was even at 0 aside for most of period number 1 and 2. It was just the beginning of that third period when Madison was able to score. And they jump out to a hot start here in game 2. Face off on the near side, poked around, coming free for Frank. Frank trying to bury it past the left pad of Heil. Goes up the wall. Engel will hold for the Saints. On the near side, Morello has it in his feet. Comes free, though, for Jamieson as the Capitals in their defensive zone can start up ice. Nice job to chip that one along by Cowan. Scherzer to the middle. Ryder has it a bit too far in front of him. Engel got a piece of it and into the offensive zone. It's Frank's shot, kicked away by Heil. Cowan plays off the far side window. Mackey gloves it down, plays it to himself, so no hand pass, near side feed. Almost fine Cornforth. Cornforth drops there for Engel, plays up the wall. Engel to the middle, shot from Frank, blocked along the way. Colton Jamieson in the Capitals start up ice. He has Ryder with him. Jamieson, near side for Ryder. Ryder's shot, stopped by Bierman. And in the corner, the Saints pick up possession, and they'll chug along up ice. Into the offensive zone, it's Cornforth. Throws on the brakes, plays to the near side, but it's intercepted there by Capel, and Madison transitions back the other way. Eulenkamp off the window on the far side into the offensive zone. Aiden Long. Long the Cornell commit, tries to play out front. Instead it comes to the near side wall. To a side work there as 16:40 remains here in period number 1. Our score 1-0. Madison in the lead thanks to a goal from Riker Lee as the Saints look to change that. Ekman with a shot. Sticked into the corner by Buckberger as Heil was trying to scramble for the rebound. The Capitals bake the other way with the stick of Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp down low in the corner, buried off the puck, taken over there by the Saints for a moment, and they will take it to the far side. Now the weak side of the defense at the moment as all three Capitals have committed over to the near side. Teddy Merrill the first one to it. John Stout on the goal line for Madison. Spun up against the wall there by Merrill. Moe comes in to help him out. He'll play to the far side. Kawasha beat to it by Merrill, though. Merrill out front, a shot, kicked around, rebound comes free to the Saints. Ruohonen on it. The top line back out for the Fighting Saints. A nice poke check there by the Capitals, and Madison starts up that far side wall. Icing waved off as Niedermeyer fetches it back beneath the goal line as they spin and transition up the near side wall. Through neutral now, Ruohonen. Ruohonen trying to battle Jamison. Far side, a shot goes wide. Michael Barron couldn't hit the net. Far side, a pass back to him. Never got his way. As up ice now comes Lee, the goal scorer for Madison. Lee to the middle for Brink. Rather that Mo. Far side, Lee back on it. Lee rings it around the kick plate. Near side, 15-20 to go in the first. 1-0 the score. Shots on goal favoring Dubuque early on in this one. But goals in the back of the net. 1-0 Madison. Moline at the line. Plays down low. Bierman covers for a whistle. 15:08 to go in the first. 1-0 Caps up early. Nice job by Madison early on in period number 1 to find the back of the net. But the Saints with a good response. Just unable to slam that one home. As Michael Barron had the net vacant as Heil was moving left to right across its crease. He just missed the net. 5-3 shots on goal favor Dubuque. 1-0. The scoreboard favors Madison. Third line out for the Caps. Nevers unit. As it's tied up on that far side. Picked up by the Saints, and they'll clear out to neutral ice. Dexter Brooks tries to beat the Saints to it. Heil realizes he won't do it as up that far side now. The Capitals unable to clear. Heil had to retreat to his cage as the Caps were beat to it in the corner. Nice job by Buckberger and the Capitals. Play up the near side wall. Johnson tries to chip it around the defense. He's unable to. Plays down low for Spicer to the Saints. Spicer tied up against the wall. There for it now, Barabanov back beneath the goal line. Dennis joins him. The Capitals with the breakout up the far side wall and into the offensive zone. Now Johnson. Johnson has Barabanov with him. Johnson's shot goes wide. Near side it comes as the Saints try to clear the zone. They're unable to. Rather they do. Caps would have to touch up, and they turn it over in the process. Towards the middle, Van Vliet tries to stick handle around the Capitals' defense. Caps' defense stands tall as Nevers and Madison start back the other way. Kawasha, the tender for the Capitals on the blue line this season. Down low up against the wall by Barnhill. Leaves out front. Capitals come and grab it, though, as Brendan Ty, the extra forward for tonight's contest, takes it into the far side corner. Ty spins around, looking for a passing lane to feed it to the middle. Instead, plays to Kawasha up top. Kawasha, far side now for Michaud. Michaud taken down by a stick. No call. I don't think one was warranted either, though, as Cowan on the near side corner battling for possession for Madison. To his side work. Down low, the puck comes free for Spicer, and the Saints should be able to clear up that far side with Van Vliet playing up ahead. Nice job by Michaud to stick that one down out of midair as Dennis on the back end of a long shift here for the Saints. Capitals try to clear in deep there, but they're unable to as the Saints go and pick up deep inside their own defensive zone. Morello and the Saints can start up ice. Nice poke check there by Long to stunt the growth of that rush, but eventually it lands on the stick of Mackey and up ice come Dubuque. Through neutral now, near side, Cornforth's shot whistles wide. Far side, able to hold in was Mackey on his first attempt. Second attempt, Sam Capel just overpowered him out to neutral. Offside are the Saints, and that'll give us our first media timeout. It's Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Capitals hockey here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Madison in the lead 1-0 thanks to a goal from Riker Lee. 68 points during the regular season. His second playoff goal putting Madison in the driver's seat as we're back underway. A face-off won back by Capel. Stout plays up the far side wall, and Madison will transition through neutral ice. Long on the near side, played to the middle, gets it back far side, looking for Eulenkamp. Finds him, but it deflects off the wall before it can get there. And down low, Capel buried up against the wall by his former teammate James Mackey and Morello. And the Saints can transition back the other way. 12:45 to go. Period number 1. A turnover at neutral ice allows Capel, now Stout and Moline possession. As Madison settling things down, and will deflect it down. Rather, it'll go up and out of play for a whistle. 12:32 in period number 1. 1-0 the score. Madison taking game 1 last night, a 3-0 victory. Faceoff will come at center ice here as Madison looks to move to 2-0 in this series. Dubuque looks to leave with the series split heading to Madison on Monday night as the faceoff tied up at center ice. Trying to dig that one free was Finn Brink, but it comes back to the stick of the Saints as they play down in deep. Caleb Heil will settle it down for Madison. Looking for options and eventually play high off that far side window over to Lee. Up ahead now, Moe into the offensive zone. Mason Moe with the shot gloved by Bierman. Nice transition there, started by Caleb Heil in goal. An underrated part of the Capitals' play this season is being able to activate offense from their goaltender even. If Mason Moe had scored that goal, it would have been an assist for Caleb Heil, who broke a record in Capitals history this season in assists for a goaltender this year. As a face-off in the offensive zone. To the left to Bierman in goal, far side. As it's tied up and eventually won forward by the Saints. Barron on possession. Comes up the near side of the ice, tips it down in deep. Heil goes to play for Madison. He'll ring it up the near side wall. Brink plays out towards the middle for Mason Moe, and back the other way come the Caps. Lee into the offensive zone. Back to Moe on the near side. A bit too much umph on that pass as it comes to Moe off the wall. Moe battling for possession, pokes it back down the wall. The Caps play it down low out front for Brink. Riker Lee had the right idea. It's just on a different page as the Capitals battle back and get possession at neutral ice. Brink turns it over. Dubuque into the offensive end. Madison back on it. Table tennis back and forth with possession eventually found by Ruohonen in the Saints. Barron off the end wall, down low on the near side. Michaud on it. Michaud tied up against the wall. Far side now for Moe. Moe spins back and will eventually play up ice for Brink, and the Capitals back the other way. Just north of 11 to go here in this first period of play. Capitals will go get a whole bunch of changes, all except for Charlie Michaud, who put some pressure on the Saints' defense as it comes all the way back into the defensive zone there for Michaud. Michaud, far side, played back there. Michaud up ahead now into the offensive zone. Johnson turned over. The Saints back on it at neutral ice. Coming back on the near side. Moline ties up Spicer. Spicer to the middle. Backdoor feed. A nice job by the Capitals. Still scrambling for it. Alive in the slot. Buckberger takes a couple of hacks. Comes free to the point. Shot blocked by Diego. Poked free and wide of the goal. Spicer goes after it. As Dubuque with some momentum, they lose it in their offensive zone. Allen tries to play up the far side. And now a chance. Shot saved along the way. Nevers was the one powering his way towards the goal. 10:25 to go in this first period. 1-0. Caps in the lead. Talked with associate head coach Tom Gilbert earlier today. Here on the pregame show is where we aired that interview. And Gilb said that defensively it takes a sacrifice from everybody. Not just Caleb in goal, but block shots. And I don't think a puck got to Caleb in that sequence. Buckberger stopped a couple, as did Nevers, as the Capitals have an offensive zone draw to follow from it. Far side to the left of Bierman. There's a face-off one back. Moline at the line. Moline plays towards the goal, deflected there by Max Ryder. Caps pick up the miss in the corner. Ty plays up the wall. Stout plays down into the far side corner. Tried to poke that one free was Cowan. It comes free to the near side. Scherzer now on it. Scherzer rings it down low for Cowan. Cowan looking for a passing lane. Plays up the wall. To the middle it goes, looking for Moline, streaking down the back door. Instead it comes back the other way into the offensive zone. The Saints with numbers. Barnhill far side. The pass ramped up. I think Stout got a stick on it. Holding the zone were the Saints. Merrill on the far side. Spins off of his stick check. Stout now on it for Madison. Plays off the window and out to neutral ice where it's settled down by the Saints. Barnhill back inside his defensive zone. Far side now and into the offensive zone. Come the Saints. Down low. Ricocheted off near side. It comes for Ekman. Ekman spins back down low. Therefore, it is Aaron. Aaron up the far side wall. Turned over towards the middle. A chance in the high slot goes wide. It was the defender there, and Edison Engel playing it towards the goal as Capel puts some pressure on Engel. Penalty upcoming on Madison as Capel's stick got in on the player there. Madison will be heading to the power play, or rather, Dubuque will be in behind the play. Capel goes after the player for Dubuque. Actually, I don't know if Capel went after him. Looked like the Saints player went after Capel. Capel had his gloves on still. As you see Capel and Ekman get tangled up. Stick gets up in the hands. Clear penalty on Sam Capel. Asking what's wrong. Capel goes to try to grab his stick back. Shoves Ekman down, and now Ekman goes after. I think it'll probably be evened up here if I'm not going to lie. At worst, I think it's a 5-on-4. The Saints faithful won't like it if it's 4-on-4, though. At worst, it should be a 5-on-4 for Madison for 2 minutes. Ekman definitely retaliated after all of it. Faceoff will be in the defensive zone. As the bench of Madison talking with the video coach. Chatting with everybody. Sam Capel went down the tunnel thinking he was done for the period. That's not the case. I would take a wild guess Capel's just going to get a double minor as he heads back out. Towards the penalty box. A power play for Dubuque. 9:09 to go in the first. 1-0 the score as Capel will head into the penalty box. A 2-minute minor thrown on the board for Capel. I think Madison will have to have someone go serve that penalty. I would guess a 2-minute minor along with a second 2-minute minor. As the Capitals won't send anyone to the penalty box on the far side. So it looks like it might just be a 2 for Capel. Face off in the defensive zone. As the face-off tied up by Long, the Capitals will try to clear. They're able to get it out to neutral ice, and that's where Engel settles things down for the Saints. 5 seconds into the power play. Long putting some heavy pressure on Van Vliet. And what just happened to change things from a puck going right out of the zone. 2 minutes for roughing and 2 for hooking for Capel on the far side into the offensive zone. Far side, it plays up to the line for Engel. Near side, on it there for a moment, Giuliani. Van Vliet on the half wall, looking for options, plays down low, never gets to Spicer. Was deflected along the way. Madison put some heavy pressure on, and Eulenkamp will hustle after it, trying to beat Engel to it. He does. Eulenkamp down low, has Long with him, feeds it to him. A long shot was blocked into the corner by the Saints. 8:20 to go in the first. 1:12 to go on the Dubuque power play as the Saints enter the offensive zone again. Poked free on the near side. Stout will have the opportunity to clear. He'll take advantage of it halfway through the Sam Capel minor penalty as the Saints will play deep inside their own defensive zone. Back beneath the zone there was Frank. Frank in the second unit start up ice now for the Saints. Would be icing if it gets there. It will not get there, but the play was blown dead. I actually think it'll be offside would be the issue, as it'll come all the way down. Icing on Dubuque as Ruohonen and Brink exchanging words. Riker Lee will go and serve the remaining 47 seconds of that Capel minor. Brink, Scherzer, Buckberger, and Brooks for the Caps. Face off on the near side to the right of Bierman in goal. Second unit out there with 47 to go on the power play. Tied up, poked free, Capitals towards the goal. A chance to whack at it there by Scherzer. Instead it goes to Brooks up top, and Scherzer will take it all the way back down into the defensive zone. Smart play there by the Austrian forward as Buckberger now can clear up the far side. Heading all the way down the ice, Bierman settles it down, 30 to go on the power play for the Saints. Madison leads 1-0, 7.5 to go here in the first. Into the offensive zone, Ruohonen powering his way towards the goal. Hopped on top of it, does Caleb Heil. 16 to go on the Capel minor. The first minor to Capel, I should say. There's a face-off in the defensive zone once again. It'll be on that far side to the right of Heil. I think the referees did a great job on that. Each side getting the 2-minute minor for roughing. Capel getting the hook in the process as well. Face off on the far side to the right of Heil in goal. Face off tied up, one to the line. Niedermeyer on it, plays to the half wall now. Barron a shot, saved by Heil. He hops on top of it. Morello kind of took a hack as Heil covered it with the glove. 10 to go on the power play for the Saints. Face off in the defensive zone for Madison upcoming. As Dubuque will throw out their top unit. It'll be on the near side to the left of Heil in goal. 7:18 to go in the first. 1-0 Madison in the lead. Shots on goal do favor Dubuque 9-7. Scherzer and Spicer, the two-team centermen, to meet up in the circle. Capitals win the draw. They would have been able to clear instead. Niedermeyer plays to the line. Far side, Desiderio tried to play through. Capitals force a turnover, and now Eulenkamp comes back the other way with Scherzer on the near side. Scherzer, as the Capitals back at full strength, spins around, loses it. Far side, Riker Lee going to be the first one to it for Madison. Takes a little slash at it and plays down low. Near side, Mo hustles after it. Niedermeyer tried to. Instead, it's Mo in the corner. Mo up against the wall. Brink joins him in there. Grabs possession for Madison and plays up the wall. Back down low for Mo. Mo circles back, plays to the line now for Jamison. Jamison far side, Kawasia. Down into the corner, rung around the wall. Lee tried to take the further path, hoping the puck would arrive and go past Spicer. Instead, it arrives on the stick of Van Vliet on the far side. And Madison forces a turnover into the offensive zone. Offside are the Caps. 6:27 to go in period number one. Caps lead 1-0 here on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me. Like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Capitals hockey back here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Madison leads 1-0 with 6:27 to go here in period number one. Nevers and Morello to meet at the faceoff dot opposite the Dubuque bench. Faceoff won by Nevers. Played down in deep as Barabana put some pressure on Barnhill. Played up that far side wall and out to neutral ice by the Saints. Morello through neutral ice, plays down in deep. Nice job by Kawasia to play the body, but the puck comes free to Frank. Frank on the near side at Cornforth, calling for it in the middle. Takes it to the far side. Kostadinsky to the middle for Cornforth. Takes it to the line and he'll shovel it back down low. Kostadinsky on it for the Saints, tied up against the wall. Frank up the far side. Cornforth unable to hold. Escapes the zone as at neutral the Saints regroup. Barnhill up the near side for Cornforth. Cornforth, the alternate captain for this Saints squad, to the far side. The leading scorer for the Saints this season tried to feed it to Morello. Nice deflection along the way. Frank out front, unable to get it. Over to Cornforth. A big hit, a charge. Definitely could have been called as Nevers blown up as he was trying to leave the defensive zone. Barnhill up ice as Nevers hops over the wall. At neutral, Cornforth plays down in deep. Barnhill came in storming that time. Michel back inside the defensive zone. Capitals might look at that one for a major as Madison trying to force a turnover. Now instead, a shot goes over the wall off the end wall. A penalty upcoming as we're trying to get an explanation here. Are both sides. Looked like Bierman was heading to the bench. As I'm not quite sure what's going on here either. As I wouldn't be surprised if the Capitals want to take a look at the hit on Nevers. Is this a penalty shot upcoming is my question. 1-0 Madison in the lead, 5:09 to go in the first. It will be a penalty shot. I think the Capitals want a word with the officials just to know what's going on. Sam Capel's still in the penalty box on the far side, it looks like. As now Andy Brandt will get a word with the officials. The referee will come over and talk to us. Cameron Giancarlo that called it. 5:09 to go in the first. A penalty shot upcoming for Dubuque. He'll move left to right when he does go, and Caleb Heil will be on the receiving end, hopefully able to keep it out of the goal. Andy Brandt has his chat with the officiating crew. Officials have a talk with Caleb Heil. They know the rules. We're good to go as Barron will start up Bice. A chance to tie it for the Saints. Barron into the offensive zone, has it on the near side, takes it to the far. For the first time all series, Dubuque finds themselves on the scoreboard. They tie it at 1. 5:09 to go in period number 1. Capitals faithful on the Capitals bench don't like the call, to say the least, by the looks of it. No real explanation here in the arena of why there was a penalty shot awarded to Dubuque, but Barron scores on it. We're tied 1-1. Fourth line hops over the wall for Madison. As the faceoff tied up, one back, Buckberger on it, plays to the far side. Cowan plays down in deep. There for it for a moment. Or the Saints, a nice job by Ryder to tie it up. Down low, Cowan takes it out of midair, takes it beneath the goal line now. To a side work in the corner as it comes free. Far side, Scherzer battling on it. As the goal announced here in the arena. To a side work in that far side corner. First in the postseason is the call is Cowan battling out front on that far side. Mackey taking a couple of hacks at the player in the corner as well, and Scherzer tied up against the wall. Nice job by Moline to go in and help things out a little bit there, trying to clear things up the wall. This thing's getting chippy as Ryder plays down low, turned over, and the Saints back the other way. Dennis into the offensive zone. Van Vliet a bit too far in front of him, takes it beneath the goal line. Played up the wall by Madison and out to neutral ice. Arend will settle it down there for the Saints. Through neutral now, Dryden Allen plays down in deep. Heil went to go and play it, but he's unable to as it was too high up, so he leaves it be as Stout regains possession thanks to Moline. Up that far side, it jumps over the stick of Eulenkamp. Back towards the offensive zone for a moment. Near side, Ty plays down low. Still don't quite know what the penalty on that far side of why Capella's still in the penalty box. Madison with it on that far side wall, though, to his side working there. Down low, up against the wall it goes. Working there for a moment are the Capitals. Popping it free up the near side are the Saints, and they'll be able to clear. It'll go all the way down. Will it be icing? No, it won't get there as Jamison picks up from beneath his own goal line. Up the far side, taking over. The Saints' shot up and out of play. Never got a piece of it. Did Heil. Did deflect off the window, and a face-off in the defensive zone upcoming for Madison. I still don't understand why Sam Capel was in the box for so long. They should have pulled him out on the Barron goal. It was exactly 4 minutes from that infraction either way. I guess a face-off in the defensive zone upcoming. 1-1 to score. The Saints faithful a reason to get into it now. First goal of the playoffs scored on the penalty shot by Michael Barron. Face-off tied up, a penalty upcoming on Madison. Right back to the kill go the Caps. As Morello got a stick up high from Nevers. Nevers chirping on the way back. As they're going to review it. It looks like as Morello bleeding as he heads over to the bench. This could be a big turn of events here. Momentum definitely leading the Saints' way as they take it to review here in Dubuque.
Hey, Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Jackson Nevers' night is done. 5-minute penalty. I didn't quite hear what for yet, as it's a 5-minute power play for the Fighting Saints with 3:14 to go in the first. All tied, one aside. All momentum shifted the Saints' way when that penalty shot was awarded. I didn't quite see what the infraction was of why a penalty shot was awarded. But a face-off in the defensive zone is the Saints on the power play. High pressure put on. A chance out front goes wide from Spicer. Cross-checking the call on Nevers. So 5 in a game up the near side wall. The Capitals will try to clear. They're unable to. Engel up top, plays to the near side. Spicer fans on it, breaks his stick in the process as Cornforth keeps things in the offensive zone for the Saints. As Spicer goes for a new stick down low, the Capitals realize they have some chance to get possession as they'll clear up the middle of the ice now. 4.5 to go on the power play. 2:40 to go here in period number 1. 1-1 the score as a face-off deep inside the defensive zone. Steps out to the left. Angle to the far side now. Through neutral and into the offensive zone comes Ruohonen to the middle. Chance deflected around. Morello's shot goes over the cage. Near side picked up by Morello again. Down low he plays. Buckberger tried to tie the puck up. Instead it pops out to the middle of the ice. Capitals try to clear as now a chance for Eulenkamp shorthanded. Eulenkamp powering his way towards the goal as he pokes it down into the corner. He's tripped up by Desiderio. No call will come from it as the Saints back the other way. Through neutral, it's Morello. Looks to be A-OK after getting cross-checked enough to have a major penalty called. Just a couple moments after it, Capitals will clear. 3.5 to go here on the Nevers 5-minute power play awarded to the Saints. Face-off back inside the defensive zone, or rather at the face-off dot is where they have it up that far side. Come the Saints, far side. Through neutral, Spicer, their top unit back out. Cornforth, near side for Angle. Angle, back up top, it goes Van Vliet. Van Vliet looking for a shooting angle, takes it down low, plays back up top. Angle, shot that time, never got to the goal. Found its way in the corner, Giuliani now on it. Giuliani plays to Van Vliet on the side. Van Vliet looking for options, plays down low. Spicer, as it's fanned on by Giuliani, the Capitals unable to clear. Van Vliet near side shot, stopped by Heil. Capitals on the near side will clear the length of the ice. A minute 05 to go here in period number 1. Power play time will hang over into the second period as starting up ice now come the Saints. Through neutral, far side, Spicer. Dropping back now, Cornforth into the offensive zone. Offside are the Saints. 50.1 to go in the first. 2:36 to go here in the power play. 1-1 our score as a face-off just outside the defensive zone for Madison upcoming. Second unit back out onto the ice for the Saints. Desiderio, Ruohonen, Barron, Frank, and Dennis have typically been on this unit for the Saints this season. They keep them out there at the moment. Morello joins, taking the spot of Dennis. Capella and Ruohonen, the two at the face-off dot. Face-off one back by the Caps. Stout will clear the length of the ice. It'll go in on goal. Shot on goal for Madison. I don't know if they'll count that one, though, as Barron starts up that far side. 40 to go in the period. Near side, it comes for Frank. Frank into the offensive zone now. Played down low, rings around the wall. Far side for Barron. Barron turns it over. Stout plays off the window, trying to clear it. Takes a bounce off of a stanchion. Beneficial bounce for Madison as Desiderio plays up that far side wall. Capitals force him to play back to Desiderio again as Morello into the offensive zone. Morello tied up there by Stout. Up against the wall now, Frank. Frank looking for options as he sits on the half wall. 10 to go in the period. Frank spinning around. Down low, Ruohonen. Ruohonen to the middle, far side. Chance out front. Capitals will try to clear. They play to the wall. Through one period of play here in Dubuque. We're all square, 1-1. The goal for Madison coming just a minute 13 into the period. Michael Barron scores on a penalty shot to even things. And Dubuque will start with a minute 46 of a power play in period number 2. We'll head to the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report. You're listening to Capitals Hockey.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
It's the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report. Play It Again Sports, your go-to store for all your sports gear needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade in your gently used equipment, they've got you covered. From skates and sticks to fitness and training gear, you'll find top brands at unbeatable prices. Keep your gear fresh, your game strong, and your wallet happy. Stop by Play It Again Sports over by Westtown Mall. Tell Andy and the company that we say hi. 1-1 through 20 minutes of play here in Dubuque, as Madison will start period number 2 on the penalty kill. Let's go through our scoring summary, though. Riker Lee got the scoring started a minute 13 into the period from Finn Brink. It was Lee's second of the postseason from Brink, both with 5 points now on the playoffs. Both had a multi-point night last night for the Capitals. It was evened up, though, on a penalty shot from Barron at the 14:51 mark of period number 1. And that's where he sit tied 1-1. Jackson Nevers' night done already. 5 and 10 for cross-checking off of face-off. Capel had a double minor in the penalties, so Madison in penalty minutes out-penaltying Dubuque 19-2 through one period of play. Madison yet to be sent to a power play. Dubuque at the moment will have a minute 46, like I mentioned, of the Nevers major penalty left going on here at the start of period number 2. At that point, if they weren't able to score in that minute 46, they would be 0 for 2 on the power play. They're 0 for 2 at this point, but obviously still some time left on the Nevers power play opportunity. Shots on goal, 12-7 for the Fighting Saints. They lead over the Capitals in that category as we take a look around the USHL. 3-3 in Lincoln at the end of period number 2 between the Musketeers and Stars. The Stars look to improve to 2-0 on that series. 2-0 Sioux Falls over Waterloo nearing the end of the second as we head to the intermission there. And Youngstown with a bit of a comeback in the third period. They now only trail 5-3. It was 5-0 Muskegon. That game has 5 minutes left in the third period. Game 1 of that Eastern Conference semifinal. Youngstown out shooting Muskegon 32-14. Not a great night to be a goaltender for Youngstown, it appears. Both goaltenders seeing game time to this point as they trail 5-3 there in Game 1. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinal here in Dubuque, though. All square, one aside. Your Capitals will start period number 2 on the kill. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey, Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me. Like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
It's Capitals hockey here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. All square, one aside. through 20 minutes of play. The goaltenders will flip ends as the period of the long change has arrived. Left to right will go the Capitals. Heil on the left wearing the navy top. Bierman on the right wearing the white top with the horizontal silver stripe. Riker Lee will head to the penalty box to serve the remainder of Jackson Nevers' 5-minute cross-checking penalty, as the Capitals will start with a minute 46 on the kill here in this second period of play. For the Caps, it's Capel and Brink. Brink chatting with Giuliani, his high school hockey teammate at Maple Grove. Tied after one last night. Capitals came out on top. Hopefully they're able to do the same here tonight as Madison wins the draw. They play up the near side wall, and that's where Engel starts up ice for the Saints. Engel drops back in between his two skaters, though. Capel puts some heavy pressure on as the Saints start back the other way. A minute 30 to go here on the power play as Madison keeping some pressure on this Saints squad into the offensive zone. Now Cornforth, near side it comes. Van Vliet on it. Van Vliet and Cornforth jump over one another, and they take it to the near side. Down low it goes. Spicer up the wall now. Cornforth up top for Engel. Back to Cornforth. Holds the line back near side. Finds the stick of Giuliani out front. Rebound cleared to the line but held in. Engel. Giuliani now a shot. Nice job by the Capitals. Able to clear it down. Bierman will play with the stick to Engel as the Saints start up ice. Engel drops over to the far side. Now Van Vliet. Van Vliet comes through neutral and enters the offensive zone. Far side now. It's poked free up the line as it's held in there by the Saints. Giuliani plays to Cornforth down low. Spicer back to Giuliani. 35 to go on the power play. Desiderio near side for Van Vliet. Van Vliet's shot blocked along the way, but he recovers the miss. Desiderio up top, far side, Cornforth. Cornforth's shot blocked into the corner by Stout. Buckberger tries to clear up the far side wall. Saints pick up possession. 18 to go here of the 5-minute power play for the Saints as Desiderio plays near side. Van Vliet, toe drag shot, scored! Spicer on the back door gives Dubuque their first lead of the series. 1 for 2 on the power play, will be 1 for 3. As Lee will step out of the box in 9 seconds. 18:23 to go in the second, 2 on the score. Power plays just work better in the playoffs, just due to that extra effort put into the playoffs typically, right? In the regular season, you're a little bit more relaxed. Extra effort with an extra guy on the ice is always going to result in more goals. Dubuque takes the lead early on in this second period as a faceoff at center ice. Mason Moe and Charlie Aaron out there as Madison wins the draw back. As Madison allows 1 goal on the 5-minute man advantage for the Saints. Down in deep, it's Bierman. He'll play up the window on the near side as Lee steps out of the penalty box on the far. Madison back at full strength as Brink plays the body. A penalty upcoming on Finn Brink. Right back to the penalty box, checking from behind. Finn Brink. It was a late hand raise by the referee. 2 minutes to call on Brink, and right back to the kill go Madison. Power play time advantage heavily leading the Saints' way. 9 minutes to just 0 for Madison. Penalty minutes 21-2 tonight. Discipline, a key for Madison, is Aiden Long chatting with the referee on the far side about it. Back in the defensive zone to the right of Highland goal. The two will go at it. Ruohonen and Long. Capitals could use a short end of the goal. We're towards the top of the league in that category this season. Face off inside the defensive zone up the near side wall, poked free. Finn Brink, the checking from behind penalty. Played up the wall by Michaud. It goes all the way down. 11 seconds into this kill for Madison as the Saints pick up from beneath their own goal line. Desiderio near side, Ruohonen. Ruohonen up ahead into the offensive zone, Barron. Ruohonen back down low out front, a chance cleared by the Saints. Spicer's first to the playoffs. Also just the second goal for the Saints in the playoffs. As into the offensive zone, now Morello to the middle, a chance for Frank. Turned over, Michaud will clear. Capitals 40 seconds into this kill. successful so far. A wholesale change as looks like the Saints have mixed up power play units here as the start of period number 2. Desiderio gets tangled up with a player into the offensive zone. Van Vliet, far side, Cornforth. Cornforth plays down low. Brooks will be the first one to it. Plays up the near side wall. The Capitals will try to clear, and they'll be able to. 54 to go here on the power play for the Saints. Less than 17 to go in the second. 2-1, Dubuque in the lead. Engel through neutral ice. Throws on the brakes, drops things back to Van Vliet. Van Vliet, far side into the offensive zone. Towards the middle, Cornforth shot over the goal. I don't think Heil saw it until the last minute. Is now Engel with a chance towards the goal. Takes it to the near side, now far for Spicer. 27 to go. Up top for Cornforth. Back to Spicer on the half wall. Near side, Van Vliet. Van Vliet drops back for Engel. Engel, far side, Cornforth. Back to Engel. 15 to go on the power play. Van Vliet's shot, scored! Go on the power play that many times, you're going to score a couple goals. Dubuque leads 3-1. (21-2) penalty minutes favoring Dubuque in this one. Madison, 9 power play minutes. Confetti going off here at Imon Arena. Bit early for that. Trail 1-0 in the series. Ruohonen and Mo will meet at the center ice circle. As the faceoff won back by the Capitals find themselves in a 2-goal hole here in period number 2. As into the offensive zone comes Dennis and the Saints. Dennis up the near side, circling around, played down into the corner now. Ruohonen battling with Jamison. Frank to the middle, out front, the puck alive in the feet of the Capitals. Cleared to the line for Niedermeyer. Capitals try to clear up that far side. On possession now, Mo into the offensive zone, near side, a bit too far in front of Lee. Cuts to the middle, turns it over. Dennis back on it and back the other way. As Dennis tips around Lee, far side, nice job by Brink to keep things moving forward for Madison. Michaud near side for Lee, down in deep. Capitals will go get a whole bunch of changes as the Saints pick up inside their own defensive zone. Desiderio spins off of it. Far side now, played up the wall. Near side it comes for Dennis into the offensive zone. Dennis on the near side, a shot goes wide. Far side, the Capitals keep it moving forward. Into the offensive zone now as a player sent up against the wall there in Brendan Ty. As Ty will join Johnson and Barabanov here down the stretch of this one. Heil will play towards the offensive zone. Kostinadinsky back for it inside the defensive blue line for the Saints. Up ice now, near side into the offensive zone on the stick of Aaron. Aaron has it poking off his stick, and now Madison out to neutral. Barabanov to the middle. There for it, Ty will chip it down in deep. Caps go for a wholesale change as Kostinadinsky picks up beneath his own goal line. He'll get tangled up with Charlie Aaron on the near side. Kostinadinsky plays down in deep. Chasing back after it are the Capitals on the near side. Heil plays to Moline and out to neutral ice for Ryder. Ryder unable to settle that one down, but he slows down the clearance attempt by Malbeuf, and Dryden Allen beneath the goal line starts up ice for the Saints. Allen to the middle for Cornforth into the offensive zone. Cornforth with a shot that goes wide. Heil pokes it away. Near side, Merrill on it. Merrill taken up against the wall. Moline plays up against that far side. The Capitals' 6th game in 9 days. Is it tired legs getting to the Capitals? Is it anything? It might just be a whistle. As into the offensive zone, Madison deflects it down in deep. Caps will go for a couple of changes as Ryder puts some pressure on Dryden Allen. Near side, Madison steps off the wall as Capel tussles after it in the corner. Capel battles back, plays into the far side. Eulenkamp fresh off the bench, plays to the line. Now Jamison. Jamison near side for Brooks. Brooks' shot deflected along the way. Long sent down to the ice surface with no call. Capitals bench wants one. Whistle's been favoring Dubuque tonight. As up the near side, Madison holds the zone. Long sent down to the ice surface again. As now a player beneath the defense. Icing upcoming. As on the far side, they wave off. The ice is Cornforth in the far side corner. Jamison won the race to the puck, but they waved off icing. Interesting. Down in the near side corner, the two work. Long on the near side, tries to poke out to neutral ice, and now coming the other way is Eulenkamp. Up ahead now, Jamison jumping up into the play offensively. Unable to hold the line, and now a 2-on-1 for the Saints. Van Vliet has Spicer with him. Van Vliet, shot! Saved there by Heil. Rebound corralled into the corner. Heil hovers for a whistle, and we've hit our media timeout here in period number 2. Our score 3-1, favoring the Fighting Saints. You're listening to Capitals Hockey.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me. Like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Oh,
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
12:51 to go in period number 2. The Fighting Saints with a pair of power play goals put them up 3-1 in this one. It says 2 for 3. They're 2 for 4 on the power play. They lead in shots on goal 17-7 halfway through this second period. Madison not out of it, but momentum in the ice heavily tilted in the Saints' favor. Face off in the defensive zone to the right of Heil, and goal upcoming. As it's tied up, one to the wall, Kawasia plays back for Michaud. Giuliani ties Michaud up against the wall, and up the near side, Ruohonen on it. Ruohonen to the middle, far side. Now a shot from Niedermeyer. Fandon. Madison back the other way. Brink Fandon, the pass attempt out to neutral ice. And that's where the Saints regain possession. Giuliani, far side, Barron. Barron to the middle. Bit too far behind Ruohonen. Lee plays up the wall. Therefore, Brink into the offensive zone. Finn Brink, drop back, trying to find Mason Moe. Instead, he finds Heike Ruohonen. Brink plays the body, as now into the offensive zone. Moe, a shot deflected wide, knuckling past Bierman, but wide of the goal. Barron unable to clear the zone on the near side. Moe has it. Moe out front, trying to find Brendan Ty fresh out the bench. Instead, it finds Brooks at the line. Down low, Desiderio plays up the wall. Giuliani, now Ruohonen. Ruohonen to the middle that time, poked up by Brooks down in deep. It'll go for Heil. Heil circles around and plays over to the near side as Madison start up ice. The Caps into the offensive zone on the stick of Barabanov with a whole bunch of speed on the near side. Takes it off the stick of Van Vliet. To a side work on the half wall. Ty now plays down low. Johnson will win the race to it in the corner as he's taken up against the wall. For a moment there by the Saints out at neutral ice. Buckberger settles it down as Madison will play right back in. Johnson on the far side. Throws on the brakes once he gets into the zone. Taken down, plays to Barabanov regardless. Barabanov on it on the far side. Half wall up top looking for Buckberger. Finds him, but Buckberger's all the way back in the defensive zone when he grabs it. Plays up the wall. Capitals will get a couple of changes as Madison puts some pressure on. Kostadinsky on the near side. Plays to the far now. Coming through neutral and into the offensive zone. Come the Saints near side. Van Vliet, toe drag shot blocked by Buckberger. Deep inside the defensive zone. Those two work. Up the near side, Van Vliet rather. That's Dennis. Cooper Dennis back down to Van Vliet. Now down in the corner for Spicer. To a side work there, comes free to the stick of John Stout. Stout plays over to the near side for Buckberger out there on the back end of a long shift as Bucky plays up to neutral ice as Madison hustling after it. Cowan behind the defense. Cowan powering his way towards the goal. Goes wide. Stout on the far side. Plays out front for Ryder. Karam Moline. A shot deflected wide. Far side now Stout. Stout down into the corner. Cowan. Cowan out front for Ryder. A shot goes wide. Scherzer back on it on the far side. A penalty upcoming on Madison once again. A high stick to call. Make it 23 penalty minutes for Madison to just 2 for the Fighting Saints. Power play for the Saints back out onto the ice. Face off in the defensive end upcoming for Madison. To the kill once again. 5th time tonight. Face off to the right of Heil in goal. Top power play unit out there for the Saints. Discipline ever so important in a series like this. Capitals wouldn't fall under that definition tonight. Faceoff won by Dubuque. Angle at the point, a shot deflected wide. Heil hops on the rebound as they get tangled up. Faceoff in the defensive end once again upcoming. Faceoff on the near side to the right of Heil in goal. Once again. Same unit remains for Madison 5 seconds into the kill. Saints faithful getting into it. Spicer has it tied up, one to the line, Angle on it. Angle plays down the wall. Capitals will try to clear, they're unable to as they're beat to it. Up the near side, Angle plays to the far now, Van Vliet. Van Vliet stick handles around, he'll switch spots with Cornforth. Takes it to the far side, Spicer's shot. What a save by Heil. 9:56 to go in the second, a minute 39 to go. The Cowan Minor 3-1 the score as a face-off in the defensive zone. Face-off will be between Spicer and Capel for Madison. Brooks joined out there by Brink and Buckberger. Top unit still remains for the Saints, 21 into the power play. Face-off, one back by the Caps is Spicer in the corner, taken hard up against the wall by Buckberger. Run around the wall, near side, Cornforth. Cornforth spins off of his stick check, takes it down into the corner, plays up to the line for Angle. Angle to the far side, switches spots with Van Vliet as Cornforth takes his power side over to the near side for Van Vliet now. Van Vliet, top of the near side circle, down low, backdoor feed. They score. Goes off of Buckberger and into the back of the net. The Saints up 4-1. Another power play goal. You don't want the refs to completely swallow their whistles in the playoffs, but you would like a couple. Saints faithful here loves the goals, though, and I don't blame them. I'd love it, too. You don't want them to just swallow the whistles, though, the referees. You would like it to be called evenly. I don't know if that's been the case tonight. Refs have done a great job so far in the playoffs. This is the first night I have any complaints. It hasn't been called evenly on paper, as plenty of penalty minutes. Caps way, not the same the other way, as Johnson lays a big hit. No penalty coming on that one, as Johnson going after it with Aaron. Diego Johnson will pump Charlie Aaron. Back and forth they go. Johnson will feed it to him. Give it to him, Diego. Johnny throws him up against the wall. He keeps going. So does Aaron. The Saints faithful loves it, but that's what the Capitals need to turn things around. I don't like that. As I think Diego got the better of the fight, to be honest with you. I do like that we have just grown fans yelling at our scratches. That's always a great showing by faithful here. Face-off will be probably at neutral ice, I would take a guess. I would think the Saints would get an extra penalty out of that because Diego laid the hit and kind of got back to business. But it could just be 5 and 10 aside. As I think we've hit our media timeout here in Dubuque. Sure enough, that is the case. It's Capitals hockey.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Five and 10 to each Charlie Aaron and Diego Johnson as a faceoff in the offensive end. 5-on-5 hockey returns. 4-1 the score, fighting Saints in the lead. As a faceoff tied up, one to the wall by the Capitals, but Niedermeyer will be able to play down the length of the ice. No icing as Michaud plays back to Jamison. Jamison takes up the near side wall. Will start up ice for the Capitals, far side into the offensive zone. Riker Lee trying to feed it to the near side for Brink. Instead, it gets tied up in the feet of Jamison. Barron back behind the defense, turns it over, and it's Michaud starting up that far side wall. Brink trying to feed it to the middle, turned over and into the offensive zone now. Taken over by Niedermeyer. Desiderio up the near side wall. Trying to clear the zone, and into the offensive zone come Lee. Lee, toe drag, shot ramps high and up out of play. Faceoff will be in the offensive zone. Here in a moment, we've hit our immediate timeout. It's Capitals hockey.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news,
.42 to go here in period number 2. Our score 4-1, fighting Saints in the lead. On non-infraction goals tonight, even strength 5-on-5 goals. It's 1-0 Madison, if that tells you anything from tonight's contest. Power play for Dubuque's been successful. Face off on the near side, Morello and Cowan in on the circle. Hold them up, boys. Morello kicked out. Haven't seen a ton of those in the playoffs. The linesmen have been keeping things going on both sides as Cornforth will now step in to take the draw against Cowan. Face-off tied up. Cornforth wins it back up the near side. Allen on it. Out at neutral. Morello down in deep it goes. Chasing after it. Morello takes it beneath the goal line. Morello up that far side wall. Loses Coasia. Loses an edge. Coasia now out front. It goes all the way out to neutral ice. Dryden Allen poked it as he tried to get it over to Malbuff. Instead, it goes out to neutral to come all the way down in on goal. Bierman will have to play. He'll play up the middle. Taken over by Madison there, though. Ryder tried to sneak it through, and now Cornforth back the other way. Cornforth in all alone. A shot, and they score. Even strength goals now, even 1-1. Issue is Dubuque's 4 special teams goals. As the faceoff will come back to center ice, a turnover on one end. Starts things back. Caleb Heil's night's done. A.J. White will enter for Madison. 5-1 the score. Dubuque in the lead. It's been 6 games in 9 days for Caleb Heil, as she heads to the bench 12 minutes into the period. Maybe that's the answer. As at neutral ice, it's one back. Therefore, at Barnhill. Barnhill to the near side, Kostadinsky. Kostadinsky up ice. Dennis into the offensive zone. Dennis on the near side plays back, poked around a bit, and Madison Back the other way, a 2-on-1. Eulenkamp feeds it over to Long. Long with a shot that time, and actually scored from about that angle the last time we were here. Bierman was a bit shaky last Friday night. Has been all but steady tonight. Besides that first goal, is now a chance. Nice save by AJ early on in his tenure in goal. That's his first shot he's faced. Spicer taking off his stick is now Madison back the other way. Up the near side, trying to poke that one down in deep was Eulenkamp. Instead it goes back to Buckberger into the offensive zone. Aiden Long, Barnhill spins and plays up that far side wall. Trying to keep it in the zone was the player in Riker Lee. Kosadinsky plays up the wall, and Dubuque will play down in deep. 7:07 to go here in period number 2. Buckberger back inside the defensive zone. He'll start up ice. Through neutral, comes to the near side. Lee toe drag shot blocked along the way by Desiderio. Far side picked up by the Saints. Everything that Madison was doing in the first period, onside they say. I don't know about that. As a high stick gets up in the face that time of a player. No call comes from that one. Is on the near side. They battle for it. Moe beneath the goal line working for Madison. Moe takes it up to the blue line. Will stick handle around and plays down the half wall. Gets it right back as the Saints poked it off his stick for a moment. Up that far side, Desiderio rides it out to neutral ice. Desiderio into the offensive zone. Far side now, poked off his stick. As Moe back beneath the goal line. Ruohonen battles it back from him. Out front, a chance now for the Saints. Hit Dexter Brooks along the way. I think he got him up near the grill. On the far side, the referee falls as body's on top of everybody. The play blown dead as the Madison players slow to get up. Mason Moe. No calls will come from it, but just a dangerous pile up of bodies, a face-off to come at neutral ice. No penalties awarded from either side. A face-off just outside the defensive end for Madison. Dubuque wants it in the zone, and understandably, has suicide work there. We'll be in the face-off circle here in a moment. Face-off just outside the defensive zone as Madison wins the draw and plays it up the wall, down in deep. Mackey takes over there for the Saints up ahead. A nice job to hold the zone by Madison. Up the near side wall, Barabanov powering his way towards the goal, takes it back out far side, trying to find Ty. Instead it finds Barabanov just inside the blue line. Cowan stick handles, plays down low. There for it now, Ty. Ty up against the blue line, up against the wall for a moment, as the Capitals play to the line. Down beneath the goal line, working there for the Capitals is Cowan to the middle. Ty, a shot. His second chance goes towards the goal. Never gets on to Bierman. Barabanov plays up top for Kawazia. Kawazia takes it far side, looking for a shooting lane and finds one he likes. I think he was trying to go for the pass. Instead, it caroms all the way out to neutral ice. As Madison plays right back down in deep. A penalty upcoming on the Saints. What a turn. Haven't seen one of those in a while as a face-off. I'll be in the offensive zone for Madison here in a moment. First power play of the game for the Caps. As the face-off will be on the far side. It's a cross-check on Ekman. Sending the Capitals to the power play. Top unit. Moe, Lee, Jamison, Cowan, and Kawazia for Madison. As Ruohonen and Moe will meet in the face-off circle. Face-off, one back by Moe at the line. It's Jamison. Jamison plays to the far side. Kawazia. Kawazia spins off his stick, check down low. Battling there is Niedermeyer. 3 aside work over on that far side wall as the puck eventually kicked free by Kawazia. Kawazia taken down is up that far side. Niedermeyer plays up the wall. Jamison overskates that one. Capitals try to hold. Instead, it's going to be a shorthanded chance for Dubuque into the offensive zone. Van Vliet poked off his stick as now Madison will slow things down as they'll start back the other way. Dropping back through neutral ice now. Jamison up ahead for Moe. Moe into the offensive zone, near side for Cowan. Cowan drops back, Spicer forces the turnover. Madison will hustle back after it. 45 into the power play. Not a whole lot from the Capitals here. As deep inside the defensive zone, they'll start up ice. Up the near side, it's Jamison looking to play back to the far. Now it's Barabanov into the offensive zone. Barabanov plays up to the line. Capitals hold, but they turn it over in the process. Barnhill clears out to neutral. Madison has some heavy pressure put on Michaud. Spicer back behind the defense, leaves there for Merrill. And now Madison with a whole bunch of numbers back the other way. Far side into the offensive zone, Long. Long drops back, turned over, and cleared by the Saints. An excellent kill for the Fighting Saints thus far. 35 to go on the power play for Madison as Michaud drops back for Barabanov. Barabanov with some heavy pressure put on him. Starts up ice now up the near side. Barabanov through neutral. Sends it to the far side. Poked off his stick. Now it's the Saints on it. I talked about the power play being more successful during the playoffs just because the effort's more there. That one pops up out of play for a whistle. 14 to go on the power play. Face-off, believe will come at neutral ice. 3:21 to go in the second. 5-1 the score. 5 unanswered from the Saints, but 4 here in the period. Capitals, second unit still partially out there. Eulenkamp, Capel, Moline, and Stout join Long. Partially, I mean just the one player. Hold them up. Dubuque kicked out of the face-off. As Giuliani will go in to face Capel now. Face-off one back by Capel. Snap back, far side, Stout into the offensive zone via Long. Taken over there by the Saints as they get it out to neutral again. Barron up ahead. The Capitals back on it. They play towards the offensive zone. Capel just out-hustled to it, and they turn it over to the Capitals. Ekman back the other way for the Saints as it's played down in deep with 3 to go in the period. Up that far side, the Saints faithful wants another one. I don't think you're going to get that one. This one gloved down for a moment. Eulenkamp leaves for Long. Long loses it over to the near side. Played off the wall for Barabanov. Barabanov takes it up the near sidewall. Spins back to the line. Moline. Moline back to Barabanov. Barabanov sends it towards the goal. Deflected by Bierman into the corner. Stout now on it. Stout beneath the goal line. Long. Long up the wall for Moline. Moline tried to feed it to the far side for Stout. Instead, Stout gets it at neutral ice as the pass took him outside the zone. Down in deep, the Capitals hustle after it. Malbeuf took his time there, the captain for the Saints, before Morello can get things started back the other way. Frank loses an edge. Surprised they don't want to call for that here. Is up the near side. The Capitals on it into the offensive zone. Ty up ahead trying to find Scherzer. Instead it finds Scherzer on the near side wall, and Scherzer takes it away from Cornforth. Ty back to Scherzer. Scherzer has it down low. Spins back to the wall. Looking for options here. Drops now for Mason Moe. Fresh out the bench. His shot shouldered up and into the protective netting by Bierman. Minute 52 to go in the second. 5-1 the score. Face off on the near side to the right. Side of the ice here. On near side to the left of Bierman. Capitals would love to have one before the break. Going to the third, trailing by 3 instead of by 4. Moe and Ruohonen in the circle. Face off one back by the Saints. Brink and Moe hold up the near side, as does Brooks now. Brooks plays up the wall, unable to clear the Saints. Rather they do. Brink, it looked like was going to glove it down. Instead, it's Moe into the offensive zone. Whacked out to neutral ice by the Saints. Near side, Madison into the offensive zone. It's Moe. Poked back for Brooks. Near side, it comes Moe. Moe on it, plays to the far side. Buckberger trying to get around Giuliani. He's unable to. Back the other way comes Dubuque. Barron through neutral into the offensive zone. Giuliani out front. His shot sits there for a moment. Lee on the near side will play to neutral ice. On his stick, he'll carry into the offensive zone now. Lee throws on the brakes, loses the wheel in the process. Faithful in Dubuque let him hear it as the stick goes up high. And a penalty upcoming on the Caps as Giuliani gets into it with Mason Moe. I actually don't know who the guilty party is for Madison here. I don't know if the refs know who the guilty party is. It's Brink. Face off in the defensive end to the right of White in goal. White coming in relief for Caleb Heil. Back to the kill for Madison. 6th time today. Score sheet will say 5, but it's really 6. You had another opportunity with 9 seconds left on that major penalty to the Saints. Is back inside the defensive zone's Angle. Angle up ice through neutral into the offensive zone. Giuliani now on it, drops back for Angle. Angle plays up the wall now for Cornforth. Cornforth near side, it comes for Van Vliet. Van Vliet back to Cornforth up top. Minute 35 to go on the power play, 33 to go in the second. Dubuque leads 5-1. Far side now, it comes up top, Van Vliet. Van Vliet near side, Cornforth shot, whips wide. Karams out to neutral ice. Madison trying to put some pressure on Angle to play it right away. Angle will up that far side wall. Van Vliet, far side. At neutral now into the offensive zone. Van Vliet is shot, kicked wide by Heil. As now deep inside the defensive zone, Spicer plays. Madison with 3 seconds to go in the period will play out towards neutral ice. It kicked around a bit before it eventually settles on the stick as the buzzer sounds. Through 40 minutes here in Dubuque, our score 5-1. Favoring the Dubuque Fighting Saints. 4 special teams goals, including the penalty shot for the Saints. At 5-on-5, this game 1-1. Madison's got to be more disciplined in period 3, game 3, however many games it's going to take. Madison trails 5-1 at the break. You're listening to Capitals Hockey.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Cavs fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at MadCaps Hockey today. That's at MadCaps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel. Your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel. Your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores!
Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Capitals hockey here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Madison trails 5-1 entering this third period of play. 59 seconds of a power play. We'll start period number 3 for the Saints here as Finn Brink in the box. Another penalty there for Brinker. Face off at center ice. One back by the Saints, and they take it all the way back inside their defensive zone as they start up ice now. Angle drops back, but drops back all the way as it's picked up by Cornforth inside the defensive zone. Cornforth up that far side, coming through neutral. Spins off of a stick check up top. Nice job by Eulenkamp to get a stick on it. Now the Capitals up ahead of 2-on-1. Aiden Long has Gavin Eulenkamp with him. Long trying to feed it over to Eulenkamp. Unable to get it there as Eulie does get possession in the corner for a second. 20 seconds to go here on the power play for Dubuque as they drop back. Angle into the offensive zone. Angle takes it down to the near side. Out front, a chance. Stick handle around a bit. On the near side, Angle pokes it free to Spicer. 5 to go on the power play for Madison. Or for Dubuque, rather. Up the near side, back at full strength. Nice poke check there by Riker Lee. In the near side corner, it's picked up by Coasia. Coasia plays up that far side wall out towards neutral ice. Held in far side. Nice job by Brink to play the body as Cornforth falls down to the ice surface. Up top, held in by Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer rings around the wall, far side. Coasia pokes it free up the wall. Back behind the defense there was Lee into the offensive zone, throws on the brakes. Lee stick handles around, takes it down to the corner. There for Moe. Niedermeyer beats him to it. Back on the stick of Moe. Moe looking for options, tried to play to the line, taken off his stick by Spicer and out to neutral ice. Come the Saints is taken back over by Madison. Brink plays down in deep. Bierman will go to play. Bierman, the only goaltender that can play in action for the Fighting Saints without someone getting hurt. So obviously A.J. White in for Caleb Heil as Scherzer into the offensive zone. A shot comes, rebound pops free for a moment. Near side, Jamison on it. Jamison plays back down into the corner there. On it for Cowan. Ryder shot with the backhand, rebound alive. Capitals scramble for it. Bodies go everywhere. Ryder getting into it, as does Cowan. Linesman having to jump in to settle things down. Face-off in the offensive zone upcoming for Madison. It'll be on the near side to the right of Bierman in goal. Just past 2 minutes into period number 3. 5-1 our score. Shots on goal 23-11 favoring the Saints. They take it to the far side rather, so it's Cowan and Morello in the circle. Face off tied up. One back by the Saints is starting up ice now is Frank. Frank plays down in deep. White goes to slow it down. Doesn't slow it down a whole heck of a lot. Is in that far side corner to a side work. Up the near side now. Chasing after it. Jamison. Jamison sidesteps the body of Cooper Dennis. As Dennis goes and retreats in the corner. Now Frank. Frank tried to play out front. He's unable to. It finds itself up against the wall. Therefore it is Ryder up ahead. It goes at neutral ice. Madison trying to keep possession going their way as the Capitals trail by 4 in this one. Even strength goals, it's 1-1, but unable to stay disciplined in this one are the Capitals as Lee, fresh off the bench, will start towards the offensive zone. Lee stick handles around, loses an edge, falls down into the corner. Kostadinski plays up the wall. Moe settles it down. Austin Moline, that is, inside the defensive half of center ice. Madison tries to play down and deep. They're unable to. Angle to the far side. Kostadinski up ahead. Intercepted for a moment by Barabanov, but taken back over by the Saints. In the offensive zone, Dennis rips a shot towards the goal. Poked wide. Stick breaks for Buckberger up the wall. Far side. Spicer tries to play things as Madison plays out to neutral ice. Rather, it'll hit the scoreboard. Faceoff will come just outside the offensive zone of Dubuque. 16:35 to go in period number 3. 5-1 the score. The faceoff will be opposite, as rather they'll take it inside the defensive zone. I thought TJ Lyle, the linesman, was pointing to that far side faceoff dot outside the zone. No, they do take it in to the right of A.J. White. Spicer and Capel in the circle. Face-off tied up. Played into the corner. Kawaja on it. Taken to the near side by Van Vliet. Van Vliet plays to the line for Mackey. Far side now Dennis. Dennis plays up the wall, poked free there by Madison up ahead. Eulenkamp will hustle after it to negate icing. Or rather, no, Mackey beats him to it. I thought Eulenkamp would have the edge on that. Usually he does. Former Capital beats him to it, and the faceoff will be in the defensive zone now to the right of White and goal. Capel and Spicer in the circle. Face-off tied up. Capel taken down. No call will come as Stout picks up possession and takes it beneath the goal line. Near side, it's Aiden Long playing up the window. Slowed down by Dryden Allen inside the Saints defensive zone. Far side for Mackey. Up ahead, deflected down in deep. Played down in where A.J. White relays it along the near side wall. Aiden Long on it. Long spins off, plays towards the middle. Taken back over by Mackey and the Saints. Dennis to the middle. Far side looking for Spicer. Finds him. But then Spicer finds the stick of a Capital. Cap send it into that far side. No icing as Mackey took his sweet time getting back to it. On that far side, Van Vliet steps off the wall looking for options now as he skates through the defensive zone and now up into offensive ice where he chips it towards the offensive zone. Madison regains possession there though. Jamison up ahead, far side, Brink into the offensive zone. Brink hammered from behind a couple of times. Picked up there by Lee, plays to the line for Jamison, but Jamison had stepped out of the zone as Capitals really hadn't established zone time quite yet on that side. Frank, far side to the middle now, intercepted as they were trying to find Giuliani. Instead it finds Mason Moe. Moe at neutral ice into the offensive zone, tries to find the far side. Eventually Lee plays to the near side for Brink. Brink into the offensive zone, offside our Madison, 15:01 to go in the third. 5-1 the score, Fighting Saints. The most 5 recent goals as the Fighting Saints will look to tie things up at 1 aside here in this series. Force automatic game 4, that would be on Tuesday night in Middleton. No matter what, even if the Capitals were to come back in tonight's contest, game 3 won't be the Capitals' last game of the season. Buckberger up ahead, deflected down in deep. Brink back for it. Bierman plays up the wall. Lee intercepts. Lee with a shot from the far side. Almost got a deflection. Looking for one from Brink, and on the near side it comes out to neutral ice. Far side it comes. Losing a wheel along the way was Ruohonen. Ruohonen plays up against the wall. He's trying to draw a call there, I think Ruohonen is Mo on the far side. Plays up ahead looking for Brink instead. He does find Brink, but Brink will go for a change after playing back to Buckberger. Up ahead into the offensive zone go the Capitals. 14:24 to go in this third period. 5-1 this score. As at neutral ice, it's Van Vliet into the offensive zone. Played down in deep. Hustling back for it's Bucky. Bucky plays the reverse hit. He'll have to go for a change as on the near side, Ryder starts up ice. Buckberger will get a penalty from all of that. As Dubuque into the offensive zone, his shot saved by White. As now pushing and shoving occurs between Merrill and Cowan. Buckberger's going to go to the box. On the far side, Brooks was tangled up with a player. Kostadinsky. Dubuque back to the power play again. 40 penalty minutes in this game for Madison prior to this one, so 42 total. As Buckberger led to the penalty box, we'll head to break. It's Capitals hockey.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Capitals back to the kill here as Bucksberger is going to serve 2 or less in the penalty box. Hopefully the Capitals get all their penalty minutes they want to take in this series out in this one. Can't be doing this again. 42 penalty minutes in the game for Madison. Jackson Nevers out for the night. Diego Johnson, a 5 and a 10 for fighting. With Charlie Aaron, face-off opposite. Side of the benches in the defensive zone. Madison to the kill once again. They have it marked down as the 6th time. I think it's the 7th. There's a face-off won back by the Saints near side. Van Vliet. Van Vliet plays it up to the line. Now a shot fanned on it. Now Madison off to the races back the other way. Capel near side for Brink. Brink trying to feed it back to Capel. Cuts to the middle though, as eventually Brink will spin back. Equipment violation on Buckberger. Offside are the Saints. Rather, it got out of play onto the Capitals bench, so a faceoff will come at neutral ice. 13:41 to go in the third. Minute 43 to go on the power play. 13:41 to go here in this one. Capitals would need some sort of comeback here in this one. Trailing by 4, less than 14 to go in the third. Shorty would help that though. Get some momentum back for the Capitals as well. Face-off tied up, one back. Moline deep inside the defensive zone, plays up that far side wall. Obviously no icing as the Caps are on the kill, is back inside the defensive zone. The Saints will start up ice up that far side. Through neutral comes Angle. Angle drops back to the far side. Van Vliet flutters it into the zone to Spicer near side to Cornforth. Cornforth, a shot ramps up and out of play for a whistle. 13:17 to go in the third, 5-1 the score. Face off to the left of Heil coming, or rather to the left of White. So used to saying Caleb Heil. Heil pulled with 8 minutes to go in the second period after allowing 5 Fighting Saints goals. Long and Ruohonen the 2 in the circle. Timeout taken by the Capitals. I actually don't quite know what happened there. This is about to be an unsportsmanlike call on the Caps. They're tossing somebody. Andy Brandt just got tossed. I believe at least. He's going to get the most of it. He'll hop on the ice and head down the tunnel. It'll be 5-on-3 as Barabanov goes to serve the penalty on Brandt. Five on 3 here for Madison. Tom Gilbert and Dominic Zombo. The acting head coaches for the Capitals. Face-off tied up, one to the wall. Frank plays to the line. Desiderio far side. Therefore, it up top now. Desiderio again. Near side for Frank. Frank back up top. Desiderio, a shot goes wide. White got a piece of it. Barron looking for a passing lane. Plays to the middle. The Caps with a chance to clear here. Up ahead, Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp falls down to the surface. I think under his own power. His long plays there. Capitals will get 2 changes. The third long has to remain. As Ty back inside the defensive zone, plays over to the near side. Tom Gilbert is the acting head coach, is the associate head coach for the Capitals. At the line, Desiderio plays. Barron near side, Van Vliet's shot. Karam's out and clears for Dubuque. 36 to go with a 5-on-4. A minute 15 to go of the power play for Dubuque. 12.5 to go in the third. 5-1 the score. As at neutral ice come the Saints. Near side, Cornforth back to the far angle. Now in the near side corner, Cornforth back on it. Brings it around to Spicer on the far side as they'll set things up offensively. Giuliani plays to Van Vliet up top. Now Cornforth, far side. Now for a chance there up top. Now near side Cornforth, far side for Van Vliet. Van Vliet up top, a chance far side, back up top. Back one man short are the Capitals as White kicks that one wide of the goal. Up top Engel, far side now. Van Vliet looking for a shooting lane, sees one he likes, White's up on top of it. 28 to go here in the power play for Dubuque. 11:44 to go here in this third period, 5-1 to score. Face off in the defensive zone. Abusive officials called on Andy Brandt is the official ruling. It's a face off on the far side to the right of White and goal. 2 and 10 for that. For Andy is back beneath the goal line. The Capitals try to clear it. Comes through the slot near side. No one home for the Saints as Desiderio picks up on the wall. Desiderio pestered with there. Plays up to the line for Niedermeyer. Far side. Now a chance out front for Morello goes wide. Chance backdoor feed. Desiderio scores. Another power play goal for the Saints. (6-1) to score. 5 special team goals. As it'll come back to center ice here in a moment. Face off back at center ice. Mason Moe, Charlie Aaron, the two to go at it. Over on at center ice. I think a Saints fan just had his day made because he turned around and saw that Capitals contingency had not smiles on their face, I don't quite know. As Cohesion into the offensive zone, down low, glove down. As Lee up ice, held in for a moment. Michaud up that far side, plays for Lee. Off the wall, it goes into the offensive zone for Moe. Moe spins off the side, near side. Now Cohesia's shot, stopped by Bierman. Far side picked up by Moe. Moe sent up against the wall. As at neutral ice, it goes for a moment. Near side coming out to neutral ice. Comes all the way down for Cohesia up ahead. Capitals top line catching them on a bad change. His shot. Rebound comes off the end wall. And coming free out to neutral ice are the Saints. Near side Buckberger on it. Buckberger up ahead into the offensive zone. Icing upcoming on Madison. Not called as Johnson hustled after it back the other way. Come the Saints. Penalty minutes in this one all over the place for Madison as Johnson drops back. Barabanov up ahead. Through neutral, it comes back to A.J. White, who holds on for a whistle. 10 minutes even to go in this third period. Dexter Brooks, not the biggest defenseman in the league by any means, but he towers over Cooper Dennis. I think the Saints faithful forgets who won game one here. 6-1, the Saints do lead in this one, but at best, it's tied after this game for the Saints, right? Like, Caps could still close out at home, as could the Saints. The Saints could close out in Madison as well. That's a possibility for sure, but the Saints faithful here loving it, and I don't blame them. You're up 6-1 in a playoff game halfway through the third period. Why wouldn't you love it? Faceoff will be in the defensive zone for Madison to the left. A.J. White getting his first action since March. Here in this one, he's 4 for 5 in goal in 15 minutes action. Capitals have to find something. Obviously, you wish the whistle would go the other way. Well, penalties to 4 if you just count them up. Obviously, penalty minutes even higher in that case. On the near side, It'll be to the left to A.J. White in goal. It's tied up in one back. Played off the window and out towards neutral ice. Settled down there and trying to chip that one forward. Cornforth backtracks up ice. Now come the Saints. They lead 5-1. They look to improve it to 7-1. It was a 5-goal lead. 6-1 they lead as Frank toe drag. His shot goes wide. Far side Morello wins the race to it. Buckberger, or rather that's Brooks, plays the body. Ty sidesteps the player over to the near side. Barabanov out to neutral ice. Left there for Ty by Diego Johnson. Ty on the far side, played down low. Rung around the wall, near side. Barabanov lays the body big in the corner. That's the type of game the Capitals probably need to play early on in Game 3 to say, hey, we're here. And late here in Game 2, set the tone for Game 3, right? You don't want Dubuque just going in thinking it's all them. Is Cowan into the offensive zone. Cowan down low, out front. Now a chance for Scherzer goes wide. As down beneath the goal line, Saints faithful kind of want to call. I don't know what it would have been for. Far side, Moline towards the goal. Shot deflected by Bierman into the wall on the near side. Stout down low for Ryder. Ryder lets things go for Cowan. Cowan back to Scherzer. Fanned on at the line. Stout will hold. Stout, far side now Cowan. Cowan looking for options. Plays down into the corner. Continued along. Played up that far side wall. Moline near the side to the middle for Stout. Stout spins off of a stick check, sends it towards the goal, never gets there. Morello blocks it down into the corner. 8:25 to go in this third period. 6-1 the score. Icing on the Saints upcoming as the Saints with the 5-goal lead. Coincidentally, they've scored 5 goals on special teams tonight. Special teams a big factor in this one. Face off in the offensive zone upcoming. On the far side to the left Bierman in goal. Dubuque takes a timeout here. Leading by 5. Wanting to talk something over, I guess. I don't know. Maybe just give their fans a little bit more entertainment here tonight. Official ruling is 4 for 7 on the power play. I believe it's really 4 for 8. As I don't think that includes the extra time of the Nevers penalty. But regardless, it's been something here as a face-off will be in the offensive zone for Madison. 26-13 shots on goal favor the Saints. No doubt, first period, I would say the Caps outplayed Dubuque. But once that penalty shot was awarded and Michael Barron was able to score on it, face-off tied up on that far side. This place erupted. The Saints had momentum from then on out. Also had the benefit of the whistle at points. Obviously, infractions are infractions. Discipline going to be important for Game 3 for Madison with 8:07 remaining here in the third. Trailing by 5. This one, I would love to see the Capitals make a comeback. It would take something special, though. Up that far side now, Long. Long plays down into the corner. Tied up along the way, up the near side. Long there. A penalty upcoming on Dubuque. A.J. White will hustle to the bench. Madison to the power play for just, I believe, the second time tonight. Sure enough, that is the case. Face-off will be in the offensive zone for Madison. Top power play unit hops out onto the ice. As Malbeuf goes to the box for 2 or less. Face off on the far side to the left. Bierman in goal. Cowan, I believe. Ruohonen on the other side. Face off, one back by Cowan. Jamieson at the line. Spins back, plays straight to a Saints player who clears it the length of the ice. Jamieson will pick up from White. White starts the rush to Jamieson. Now Cowan into the offensive zone. Back to Jamieson. Jamieson Brings it around far side. Bierman tries to settle it down. Does enough where Desiderio can have a chance to clear it. The linesman there to settle it down for Madison. Back to Jamison, a minute and a half to go on the power play. Down into the offensive zone now, Kawasia. Kawasia plays down low for Jamison. Jamison up the wall now, Kawasia on it. Tied up, plays to the middle, turned over, and back the other way come the Saints. Special teams has to be better in game 3 for Madison. You get sent to the kill as many times as you did tonight. You can't allow 4 goals. As up now, Aaron short-handed his shot, stopped by White. Far side, up that far side. As up the ice now come the Saints. They send that one down the length. Aaron poking it free. At neutral now coming back the other way. Mo up ahead, poked off the stick and cleared out to neutral and back into the defensive zone for Michaud. Michaud starts up ice now. Michaud comes through, drops back. Johnson near side. Barabanov avoids a big hit, but loses the puck in the process. White comes way out of his cage to play it up ice as Madison back the other way. Brink into the offensive zone. Actually, no, it barely gets in. Long gloves it down. Lands on the stick of Johnson in the corner. Johnson plays up to the line. Michaud. 10 seconds to go on the power play, and the Caps finally get some offensive zone time. Michaud up top. Far side Brink. One-time shot fanned down into the corner. Back at full strength are the Saints. Near side Barabanov. Barabanov looking for options. Plays to the middle long. Far side it caroms out towards neutral ice. Held in by Brink. Brink up top towards the goal. Shoveling it there. Finds its way into the corner. Swatted at by Allen. The Dubuque faithful want a call. They're not going to get one. It is now Long beneath the goal line on it. Long looking for options. Takes it up top for Brooks. Brooks with a shot deflected in on Bierman. The rebound free. A penalty upcoming on Dubuque, I believe. As Aiden Long and Igor Barabanov get in on a Saints player here. I think James Mackey will be heading to the penalty box here in a moment. 5:19 to go in the third. 6-1 the score. More penalty minutes upcoming here in Dubuque. They're pointing at a whole bunch of players in the pile, sending them into the penalty box. As Aiden Long keeps going after Mackey. Long's done for the game. Mackey waves at him. Dexter Brooks is done for the game. I'd take a wild guess James Mackey's going to be done as well. As back at center ice, they're all discussing what'll happen. The goalie's playing catch back and forth. The length of the ice. Brooks and Long down the tunnel for Madison. Again, you don't know who's done, who's not done. I'd have a feeling that Dryden Allen's going to come out of the penalty box. James Mackey might follow as well. Long and Mackey got at one another in Madison in the first matchup between the two teams back in February. They didn't fight, but they did go after one another. Dryden Allen will be done for the game. He'll head down the tunnel. James Mackey not done for the game. They're getting an explanation here, though, as Madison will head to the power play. 5:19 to go in the third. They're going to get this power play as close to even as possible on the number. 6-1, Saints in the lead. Power play for Madison upcoming. James Mackey in the box. Both sides ask if you're good. The linesman skate over to the far side. Faceoff will be outside the offensive zone for Madison as the top power play heads onto the ice again. 0 for 2 in this one. Capitals bench talking with the referee. Looked like they might use a timeout for a moment there. Not the case, though, as a face-off at neutral ice upcoming. Cowan and Ruohonen in the face-off dot. Face-off tied up, one forward by Ruohonen. Ruohonen circles back. Eventually he'll go forward. Drops back. Cowan goes for the body. Far side as it goes all the way down. Dexter Brooks, Allen, and Aiden Long. I didn't see Igor go down the tunnel, but misconduct all over the place. I think this might be the most penalty minutes in a game this season for Madison. And up the near side. Capitals on it in the corner, up top now Lee, far side, up top for Jamison. Jamison with a shot, nice save by Bierman. Holds on for a whistle, minute 16 to go. On the power play is a face-off, will be on the far side. To the left of Bierman in goal. .434 to go in this third period, 6-1 to score. Madison just hasn't been their night. Down low, Desiderio plays up the wall, Cowan. Cowan to the line, trying to find Jamison. Instead it pops free for the Saints. The Saints kill some time off as they come back into their own defensive end. Jamison gives way for Michaud. Michaud on the near side, settling things down, looking for options to start up ice. The Capitals that got the boot, all just standing right by the tunnel. As into the offensive zone comes Lee. Lee up that far side, plays up top for Michaud, near side for the player there. And I think that's Brendan Ty on the half wall, down low. It goes Eulenkamp rather, down low for Cowan. Eulenkamp back on the half wall, far side looking for Lee. Set it far, finds itself on the near side wall. Eulenkamp tied up along the way. Far side now for Lee, 24 to go on the power play. Back up top for Michaud. Michaud's shot blocked by Merrill. Merrill slow to get up as Lee plays out front for Cowan. His shot ramps up and out of play. 3:31 to go in the third. 6-1 this score. Saints in the lead. Face-off will be in the offensive zone on that far side to the left of the goaltender, White and goal. Scherzer, I believe Spicer, the two-team centerman in the circle. 13 remain on the power play for Madison. Inside the offensive zone, Madison plays down low. It comes to Stout at the line. Stout's shot deflected wide. It said Brendan Ty. Helmet pops off. Bierman, I think Bierman's helmet just fell off on its own. Face off in the offensive zone upcoming. Be on that far side to the left of Bierman in goal. All the Saints go over to make sure Bierman's all right. Face off, one back by the Saints, who are back at full strength. Is up that far side at neutral ice into the offensive zone comes Dennis. On the near side, a shot saved there by White, who holds on for a whistle. 3:05 to go in the third. 6-1 the score. Face off on the near side to the left of White and goal. What a Saturday night to be a Dubuque Fighting Saints fan. they lead 6-1 late in this one. Well, even things in the series as Madison back beneath their own goal line starts up the far side. Jamison loses it. Spin to the middle there. Out front now Buckberger plays up the wall. Johnson at neutral ice into the offensive zone now. Johnson to the middle. Taken over there by the Saints through neutral. Now comes Dennis. Dennis leaves to the near side. Van Vliet. Van Vliet's shot goes wide as it's played to the line. Mackey near side angle. Angle back to Mackey on the far side. Mackey plays to the line. Taken over as Spicer back in on it. At the line there. Played down into the corner. White tried to glove that one. Played up the wall by the Capitals. As Madison unable to clear. Dennis still on it in the offensive zone are the Saints. Out front, shot blocked by Buckberger as Madison starts back the other way. Eulenkamp, far side, shoots. Rebound goes into the corner. Mackey hops on it. Mackey ties a player up as it's the Fighting Saints with 2 minutes to go in the period fluttering things into their offensive zone. Near side Brink drops back for Kawasia. This is the best part about winning game one, though, if you're Madison. You can lose 6-1, but it all counts the same as that 3-0 win last night. As down in the offensive zone, Madison hustling after it. Back at home where they're one of the best teams in the USHL this season, tied for that this season where the Capitals at home. As it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone for Madison. Lee and Kostinadinsky having some chirps at one another as an offensive zone draw for Madison. Face-off tied up out front, a chance. Brink sends it towards the goal. Rebound alive. Bierman hops on top of it, though, for a whistle. 1:33 to go in period number 3. 6-1 the score. I can tell you the post game won't be very long, so I appreciate you joining us tonight. Got to hike back to Middleton, where games 3 and 4 will take place. Tickets will go on sale for game 4, I'm sure, here soon. Be on the lookout on the Capitals social media pages for all your ticketing information. As Mo plays to the near side, Michaud starts up ice. Dubuque goes and tries to play the body, side on the gate icing. Lee plays the body down low up that far side. They take it to the middle now. Through neutral now comes Merrill. Rather, that's Morello. Body taken up against the wall. Offside are the Saints. 1:04 to go in the third. 6-1 the score. Game 3, 6:05 start on Monday night in Middleton. Pre-game show will get underway at 5:45. Same thing with game 4. It'll be Tuesday night at 6:05. Tickets on sale for game 3, and I'm sure game 4 will be on sale here shortly. These two teams played close all season. This is the first one that really wasn't close down the stretch between the two teams. This one won back all the way to the defensive zone. Mackey hustles back with a minute left in the period up that far side. Cowan went to play the body. Caps don't keep possession as Stout plays up the wall. The plus-minus king plays up ice. Icing on Madison with under 50 to go in this third period. I think a question that might need to be answered, and we'll get an answer on Monday night. Do the Caps go back to Caleb Heil? I don't know how you can't after the game 1 performance. Really, is it his fault that the special teams unit got put out onto the ice 8 times tonight? I don't know. I wouldn't say so. He didn't take any of the penalties as Ty loses it in the feet of a Saints player up ice. Now come Madison, 33 to go in the period. Ty to the middle. Scherzer turned over. And the Saints back the other way. 30 seconds to go here in the period. Dennis plays back to Mackey. Mackey starts up ice up that far side. Deep inside the defensive zone, it's Austin Moline. Moline Plays near side for Stout. Stout up ahead, deflecting that one down in deep. Up that far side, deflected up into the protective netting for a whistle. 11.4 to go in period number 3. Our score 6-1, favoring the Fighting Saints in this one. As faceoff just outside the offensive zone if the Saints win, similar to what happened with the Capitals late last night. When they took the 3-0 lead, I'd have to imagine they'd kill off every second remaining on the score sheet. Capitals win the draw. They'll play it down in deep, and that'll do it for our coverage here on Flow Hockey and on Caps Radio on YouTube. Back at home Monday and Tuesday night. 6:05 puck drop both nights. Tickets on sale at tickets.madcapshockey.com. This series tied. Have to get over the 6-1 loss because it counts the exact same as the 3-0 win for Madison last night, pushing and shoving after the buzzer. Buckberger and Ryder down in there for Madison as they're escorted out by the linesmen for tonight's contest. Thanks for joining me for the Madison Capitals. I'm Drew Steele signing off. Caps Small 6-1.